Hi everybody, Cheaply Chic, Lynette here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am excited to share with you my first process video working in the Blossom collection. This is a collection that I recently released in my shop, and as I am doing this voiceover this morning, I'm sure by the time this video posts it's gone. I had 2 collections left in my shop, so I just want to say a big thank you to all of you who purchased this collection. I hope that by now all of you have received it and that you are enjoying it or have enjoyed it. I will be sharing a few videos over the course of the next few weeks leading up to the release of the next collection, which I'm sure I am very excited to get started on. As I'm posting this video, all the supplies are coming in and I'll be sharing them with you hopefully this week. If I look at my calendar, that is the plan. Also this week, I'll be sharing a final flip through of my Sprouts of Joy journal. I got a little hung up trying to create in that, like we sometimes can. We go one direction and then, I don't know, turn around and go a different direction. That's kind of how I felt with that journal, but I'm super excited, so I will be sharing that with you this week as well. So this morning I'm just working on my front page like I typically do when I get started in a collection. I had this idea when I started working in my journal that I wanted to watercolor all the pages. I was going to make them all shimmery and sparkly with this metallic watercolor palette that I have from Arteza. But as I started creating this, I decided that it isn't really something I want in the entire journal. I still think that would be really pretty, but I think it was a lot bolder than I thought it would be, but that's fine. I really like this background page. I'm going to add a tuck spot to it, and I'm going to use some scrapbook paper that I had. Now, I did share this paper collection from Graphic 45 over the last few weeks as I've been preparing for this collection, but I will leave a link for it in the description box down below if it's still available on scrapbook.com. Sometimes they can sell out pretty quickly, but if there's a link, I will share it with you. So I'm just making a tuck spot here. I really like that watercolor in the background, and I decided that I wanted my library pocket and card to be shimmery on the front cover too. So I'm going to play around with my watercolors again. If you're interested in these metallic watercolor paints, I do really enjoy them. I'll leave them in a link in the description box down below.
Early in the morning, before the sun appears, before the world has even stirred, let's get out of here. We don't need to hurry. The road ahead is clear. Let's follow the coast as far as it goes, or until we disappear. That gives me an idea. Let's get lost together. Let's go chase that postcard. Wish you were here, weather. Let's get lost together. 'Cause if we don't, I know that I won't even last another year. The wind at your shoulders, soft-gin in our ears. There's a whole wide world about to unfurl, not so far from here. So let's get lost together. Let's go chase that postcard. Wish you were here, weather. Let's get lost together. 'Cause if we don't, I know that I won't even last another year.
And I decided I cannot not put this leaf trim in this Fairy journal. I love this leaf trim. I'm using it constantly, but I definitely enjoy it in the nature themed journals. So here on the front page, why not put it front and center when I open my journal, since it's one of my favorite things? I'm going to take it over to the sewing machine and stitch down that gold and white piece of trim. Alright, so now I'm going to go through my little ephemera box that I put together with the items from the collection and things I collected from my stash, and I decide to pull out this mason jar tag. Now this is something I've been wanting to do for quite some time and I've just never done it. So I want to embellish my jar as if something is inside of it, and I'm just going to go over the top of it with glossy accents. This is something I've been wanting to try and I just never have. So I'm looking for the little perfect pieces and deciding what I want to put in my jar. And I decided the washi stickers are great and I think they would look beautiful too. But I got into my ephemera because I remembered that I had this Tim Holtz, these ephemera packs from him. They are the newer field note packs that he has. If I can find them on Amazon, I'll link them down below if anyone's interested. And I ended up pulling out this little mushroom. I thought he was perfect. I like how it has that white ridge around the outside of the ephemera, and I just felt like it made it pop a little bit more than the washi stickers on this brown tag. So I'm adding the mushroom. I picked out a little butterfly so that he looks like he's sitting on top of the toadstool. It looks like a toadstool, actually. And then I really sped this portion up a lot, but I just went really slow adding the glossy accents over the top of everything. I started with, filling in around the ephemera pieces a little bit and then just going over them slowly. The key with glossy accents is really watching for any air bubbles you might have and just making sure that you pop those before you leave it to sit. I did have to leave this jar sitting for a few hours. So, if you're impatient like me, I tend to be impatient when I'm working on little projects like this. I want them done now so I can, enjoy them. Maybe it's something you want to leave sitting overnight if you create it before you go to bed, and then, it'll be ready for you in the morning. Or if you have a lot of other things to work on, you just got to be patient and let it sit for a few hours. I really did have a hard time letting it sit. I wanted to touch it. Like the minute it looked dry, I wanted to touch it. And I'm like, Lynette, resist putting your thumbprint in this jar. You've wanted to do this forever and you've never taken the time to do it. So just let it be. Anyway, so super sped up version of this little glossy accents thing. Just take your time with it and enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. Alright, so while I am patiently waiting for my jar to dry, I decided that I just wanted to add some scrap paper over the top of my library pocket. I will have that watercoloring show just a little bit. Here you can see I used my tear ruler upside down. It was so weird. So I got a really ragged edge because, I used it upside down. So now I'm just kind of fixing that. I want it to cover most of the pocket but leave some of that watercolored edge around, the outside. So there was a word on this pocket that I was trying to keep. What was that? Let me look as I'm sitting here. I think it was like comfrey. Is that how you say it? It's that herb flower or whatever. Comfrey. Yeah. Anyway, I'm like, ooh, that sounds plant. That plant sounds like something I would find in the woods, maybe. I don't know. But anyway, it was a scrap dictionary page I had laying here, and I just wanted it in the background behind my little mason jar. And then this is some washi that I picked up at Hobby Lobby. It comes in a 2-pack, I think. It has another little roll of washi with it, and I love the mushrooms, of course, and it's perfect for this journal. Alright, so now I'm just going to finish putting this spread together. I decided that I love the little mushroom house tag that came in the kit, so I'm going to add that into my tuck spot over on my first page. Then I'm going to add my library pocket to the front cover. And after all of that waiting, here is my little mason jar. I'm so happy with it. It's so stinking cute. Now I decided that I just wanted to finish this page up. I thought about wrapping a little piece of one of the fibers from the kit maybe, or a little piece of ribbon around the top of that jar. That would be so cute. And I didn't want to just glue it down as is because I felt like it needed something. So I just decided to take my white gel pen and just kind of add a little bit of ink to the front, to the top of the jar, and it's all right. I wish I would have taken the time to do a little bit more. It needs a ribbon. Like, I'm sitting here looking at it right now and I'm like, it really needs something tied around there. So maybe I'll go back and do that. But I just added a little bit of ink and I decide to add it to my pocket. I also pulled out some stickers. These are some older stickers that Dollar Tree used to have quite often. I love these little lacy stickers. So that little lace doily fit on there perfectly, but I decided that I needed to give it a little bit of color. So I get out the Distress Color peeled paint and I just lightly brush over the top of it, and I really like that green in the background. All right, you guys, and then that is it today for this video. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch. I hope that you enjoyed it. Don't forget that there is a design team that will be creating at least one video using this collection. So those links will be in the description box down below. Be sure to go follow them, subscribe to their channel. You'll enjoy them. Also, follow me on Instagram. Sometimes I do like to share little things over there that I don't have time to make videos for. Also, the Facebook group is where I like to share PDFs, digital files sometimes, and everybody else gets a chance to share in their journal over there as well. So give me a follow. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.